Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tom Zanino Stadium here in Vacaville, California, where today we're bringing you the Napa Indians versus the Will C. Wood Wildcats here on the Solano College Sports Network. I'm Josh Kinder alongside Chris Vacaville here today. Now, Chris, who are you looking forward to watch on this Will C. Wood team?
My player to watch tonight, Josh, is number 11, Issa Wande. The guy can do anything. Put him out as a defensive player on the corner, on the outside, lockdown corner. Offensively, I mean, the guy can do anything on there as well. Coach Morales put him in the Wildcat as a quarterback. Rushing-wise, not even his primary position. 17 carries, 301 yards, along with 5 touchdowns. And his primary position, receiving, 11 receptions, 231 receiving yards. Not too much just because of the passing game for Wood this year, but they get Wande going offensively along with defensively. He's a spark plug to this Will C. Wood team. They get him going. Wood has a good shot at winning this game.
Yeah, let's see if this visiting Napa Indians defense will be able to contain Issa Wande wherever they may put him. And we'll be right back with the kickoff right after this. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Kickoff is just about to happen as Napa won the coin toss and they elected to receive. Out in the back, we have number 28, Alan Estrella, and can't really tell who's on the other side. Looks like it is number 14, Cale Frazier. And we are underway, as the kickoff is going to be received, as he's going to take it down the field, follows his blockers, has plenty of room, breaks off to the outside, and is going to keep going down, almost cross midfield.
It's a good way to start off the game there, Josh.
Yeah, excellent fielding position to begin. Excuse me, that was actually number 20, Brandon Herter. Flag on the field. But there is a flag on the field. It will be against Napa, so that return will be negated just a little bit.
So we have the pink flags for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, we also have the fire truck, and we have a pink police car here just to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Looks like the starting quarterback is going to be number 13, Isaiah Newton. Now, Chris, this is going to be our first time seeing Napa for you and I on the Solano College Sports Network. But what we did see from the JV is that they almost ran like a triple option, which you're a huge fan of.
I am a huge fan of that, Josh. I'm a big fan of the, disguising and, the reading and, the whole mix-up of the whole, scheme of the triple option. I like it.
As Noon is going to play under center, man in motion, as he is going to hand it off to the receiver as he cuts up the left side of the field. And will gain first down, as that was number 10, who is not on our roster. That's a great way to start.
That's what happens when the coach doesn't put up the stats or, update the rosters on Max Preps.
It's all good.
It's unfortunate for us, but
as we have it, that was a positive play, and the Indians will have a first down, as he is going to hand it off to his running back, who gains minimal yards on that play. Now, we really haven't seen too much of Wilsey Wood here, maybe only 2 games. So what we do know is that they're not as strong as they were last year, but they do have a pretty decent defensive line.
Yeah, big, stout. You know, it looks like they're running a 4-3. You know, the big defensive end and number 34, Cameron Moore, along with linebackers, you know, DeVore and Kakuza leading the pack. I think I see McFadden there on the outside too.
Yep, as Noon is going to hand it off to his halfback, who is going to gain 5 yards on the play, as that was Dawson Trent. As you're right, we actually do have McFadden out there, who is as we heard earlier, he is number 56 in rushing in the state. Have a day, young man. Senior year. Trying to impress them scouts.
I mean, if you want to make it to the collegiate level, you got to play both offense and defense.
Yeah. I formation. He is going to keep it. There's that option that you love.
Ooh,
But he
swallowed
just
up.
got clobbered by the defense of Wilsey Wood.
DeVore coming at him like a spear. Great tackle right there from DeVore. Filled the gap and absolutely pummeled Newton right there.
And that's going to be his 54th tackle this season.
That's what you want as a linebacker too. I mean, you want those linebackers, especially if they read it correctly on those running plays, fill the gaps, shoot them, and attack. And that's what DeVore did and had
And they're
great
going
success.
to fake punt and completely fake out the Wilsey Wood special teams, and they're going to get a first down. Not what we expected to see early on.
How about that? Fake punt to start off the game. Wilsey Wood caught off guard, as you saw. I mean, that was a great job from Michael Blatties. I mean, even the people in the stands. Looks like the defense a little bit frustrated. They got to go back on the field. Look a little tired.
Yeah, I thought that they stopped the momentum on Napa, but apparently they did not, and here they go again. First down. Ball just past the 50-yard line. As Noon is going to drop back, is going to overthrow his open receiver. That was number 45, who is also not on the roster.
Yeah, Newton had a guy out in the flat, was tight end, number 45. Fortunately, didn't hit him. McFadden looked like he was reading a run and was late to get out there. So fortunate for Wilsey Wood to have that pass incomplete.
And with that, it will be second down. Indians trying to continue this drive. Noon under center, as he is going to hand it off to his halfback, who's going to gain about 5 yards on the play, as that was Dawson Trent on the carry.
Napa's running out of a old school, at least in high school football perspective, old school I formation, packed house, jumbo package, which you don't really see in high school. Usually, I mean, we were talking about this before the game. Usually in high school, offensive coordinators like to, be really complex with their playbooks and run, the type of option kind of formation or, the Bulldogs run.
As Newton is going to keep it to himself, he's going to break through the tackles and almost gain a first down. Actually, I think he did gain the first down.
That'll move the chains. How about that? Option right up the gut, followed his blockers. Great job right there from Newton.
And you don't really see a lot of high schools playing the option.
No. I mean, it's a hard scheme and playbook to master. I mean, it's a lot of, factors that come into it, reading the defensive end, reading, the defense that you're set up with, your blockers, who should block who, because you leave a guy unblocked for that read. And so that a lot of people, or I should say a lot of players in high school do have trouble with that.
Man in motion. And he is going to hand it off to the halfback all the way in the back. And that play is going to be snuffed out for just minimal yardage. Yeah, as you were saying, there really isn't a lot of quarterback option plays because it's high school and they don't really want to make things too complex for the quarterback. And obviously Newton has been practicing a lot on these option plays because they're executing them perfectly right now.
Yeah, you could definitely tell. Definitely tell. Reading the defensive end's good.
Yep.
Right there.
As he is going to hand it off to his halfback who cuts up the side and is going to get great yards on that play.
Dawson Trent, again, great job following his blockers. Nice read from Newton, letting Trent get the ball and just leading up the gut. Once again, getting that first down.
That's going to be another first down for Napa as they just continue to just beat on this Wilsey Wood defense early in the game and keeping them on the field for an extremely long period of time. First down as Newton's in the gun. As he is going to hand off, faked it, and throws it to an open receiver who is going to be tackled, as that was number 18, Alex Perez DeLome.
That was looked like a run pass type option. Read, like I said, read the end. If you don't like it, pull it back. You have a receiver, do a little bubble on the outside, and he did that, and got some good yardage out of it.
Yeah, it looked like that throw was kind of like a split-second decision as he had a defender in his face. It was like trying to, do I hand it off? Do I run it myself? Nah, I'm just going to throw it to Perez, who's wide open. I formation, man in motion. Ball is going to be hiked and hand off to the halfback who gets absolutely nothing on that play.
Great job from big defensive end. Cameron Moore at 34 shot the gap, got past the Napa's offensive lineman right there, and absolutely swallowed up Trent in the backfield.
Yeah, didn't you say Cameron Moore was like 6'6"?
Yeah, 6'6", 260 it said on Max Preps.
That's a grown man, if
it's a
you
big
ask
boy.
me.
It looks like Wood kind of running a 5-2, almost like a nickel package. Something new for this Wood offense, or excuse me, defense.
As Newton is going to keep it himself, trying to make a few moves, but Wilson Wood is not having any of that, and they're like, get back there.
It looks like they're not going to give him the first down. Looked like a muff snap almost to us up here.
As we'll see on the replay.
See Newton.
Yeah,
he bobbled it.
He bobbled the snap. And that will bring fourth down, but it looks like Napa will go for it.
Wouldn't be surprised if they did another quarterback sneak right here with Newton.
Especially if you have a better snap and handle of the ball, that could actually go in their favor. But they will be in the shotgun, man in motion.
Watch out for that slant on the outside.
He is going to keep it himself again.
Gets the first down.
And gets the first down, and the drive will continue.
It's a nice play call right there from Napa.
It is 4:13 left in the game, and there is 12-minute quarters, so that just gives you an idea of how long Napa has actually held on to the ball and continued this drive.
Yeah, Newton, just absolutely leading this Napa offense down the field, taking their sweet time, running the ball consistently and successfully. Along with a few passes here and there. I'm liking what I see so far from this Indian offense. Looks like they're going to jumbo package again right here.
Man in motion.
Newton's got two blockers right in front of him.
Another man in motion. He's going to keep it himself again as Newton makes a few moves and trying to gain more yards. Stays on his feet and will be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. As we'll see right there on the replay, Newton trying to get everyone in motion.
Frazier, it looked like
tries to fake the handoff, makes a few moves, but is absolutely stopped.
Great job from Jacoby Deering right there, getting off the blocker. Actually, he still had him on him, but a great job in shooting the gap and getting Newton, hold him to no gain right there on the play.
And there you see Cameron Moore right there, number 34, big boy. 6'6". As that ball is going to be a play-action pass. Looks like he is looking for a receiver. Doesn't find one. He's going to run off the side of the field and dragged out of bounds.
Great job from Deering again, once again, being aggressive.
Man.
Like what I see so far from this Wilson Wood defense, too, keeping up. I mean, Napa has driven down the field, but this Wilson Wood defense not letting up. Trying to hold them to at least a field goal right here.
As we said previously, Napa has had the ball for 10 minutes now. Just absolutely.
That's a lot for a high school team.
That is a lot.
Especially, I mean, high school usually is that fast-paced kind of, big plays.
And then if you see like that, you have the defensive line already got their hands on their hips. They're already being exhausted. Trying to stop this momentum as Noon is going to hand it off to his receiver. He's trying to make a cut outside, but will be stopped as Dawson Trent gets a loss on that play.
Great job from this Wilson Wood defense. Hold him to a goal line stand. See what Napa does here. Kick the field goal, or, I mean, you've driven down for 10 minutes. Why not go for it?
Now we will see what this Napa offense will do as we got big heads out on the stands over there. First time I've ever seen that at a high school game.
Gotta love the enthusiasm from the Wilson Wood crowd.
Man, big heads everywhere. I think there's 3 of them. Yep, there's 3 out there showing their fan support and appreciation for their team. It will be marked shy, and it will be a 4th down. And seems like Napa is going to go for it again. I mean, why not? They've been successful every 3rd down.
I like this call from Napa right here, showing the aggressiveness, not letting Wilson Wood's defensive good play, stop them from their game plan.
As Kalani Posey, as you saw right there, checks into the game. Noon is going to be in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers down at the bottom. And there is a flag on the play.
Can't do that.
That's going to be approachment, and that is going to put them at half the distance to the goal. That is not what you want.
It's a bad read right there.
And there goes Kalani.
Makes it just a little bit easier. I mean, those 2.5 yards makes a big difference. Every inch, every yard counts. See if they stick with the same play call.
We are at 1:40 and counting in the first quarter, and Wilson Wood has yet to have the ball.
Bet you their defense is happy to get off this field after this play.
Oh, I bet. Here we go, 4th down, going for it. Noonan is going to toss it, and he's trying to break through.
Stop short.
And he will be stopped short, and that is going to be turnover on downs.
Great job from this Wilson Wood defense once again. Not backing down. As you see here on the replay, putting everyone in the box, 9 men in the box, absolutely not letting back down. Great job. I love this. Sets the tone, brings out the offense, gets the momentum on their side, gives them a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, it does. But one thing that it does not do in Wilson Wood's favor is position. They are half the distance to their own goal. They have to march the entire distance of the field.
See what they're going to do here. Looks like Geyer's in there.
As they are going to hand off the ball to McFadden.
Gives them a little bit of cushion, a little breathing room now.
Yeah, and that's a little unreliable there, handing it off to McFadden, who already has over 750 rushing yards this season with only 92 carries.
He's the workhorse. I mean, ideally he is their offense this season. I mean, with the big injury to Carson Strong, they don't have much of a passing game, unfortunately. But, put McFadden in there, and he's doing a great job.
That's actually Asa Wande that's going to be in the quarterback position, as he is going to hand off the ball again. It's going to be tripped up and going to be stopped at the 5-yard line. As we heard as you mentioned in your pregame, it's like Asa Wande can play any position, and they've been using him a lot now as a quarterback in the Wildcat, just because with the loss of Carson Strong, they don't really have that consistent arm throwing, so they rely a lot on the running and the Wildcat formation.
Yeah, but it puts a lot of pressure, especially on Coach Mraz. Kind of seeing what you have and working with.
That is going to be a handoff to McFadden as he's trying to barrel and gain some more yards, but will be stopped. And there you have it, the end of the first quarter already. Napa absolutely chewed the clock and gave Wilsey Wood barely any time. If they keep doing this, this will be a quick game, and two, they're not going to have a lot of possessions.
Not whatsoever. Good first quarter. I mean, for what we saw, I mean, mainly it was Napa, but Wood, getting a little groove on. I think that defensive stop, the goal line stand, definitely boosted up their confidence, got them in the game even more. Maybe push their offense to make a big play.
Yeah, actually, it was a great stand by Wilsey Wood's defense as they did not give up. Even after they did a fake punt and gained absolutely incredible positive yards, they kept going and they kept stopping the running, the options, everything, and they were able to stop and get no points on that extremely long drive. There you see we have the fire truck supporting women's raising awareness, as it is October, and that is known as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And here we have it. Ball is on the 15-yard line. Asa Wande is going to be quarterback, as he is going to hand it off to his running back, who just had nothing but green in front of him, but gets tripped up, as that was Darian Jack of Wilsey Wood. That's the name we really haven't heard at all.
Yeah, I want to say we were talking to that Napa coach before the game, and that might be one of the players from Vacaville that transferred over onto Wood.
We were told that they had two eligible players. One of them was a transfer from Vacaville, and another one, I think he said, was from Mississippi. So maybe that is one of them. I don't know, because that is a name that we have not heard at all before, as Wande is going to take the snap and he's going to hand it off to Daniel McFadden, who is running off to the outside of the field, has plenty of room going down the field, and a flag will be thrown.
Late flag right there.
Really
but great job from McFadden, bouncing out to the outside, following his blocks, getting around for the first down. See what the flag is here. Kind of like, with this running game that Wood has, they have Wojan as a tight end. They got Garcia and Catlin in as a wide receiver. And then they have Wande as a quarterback, McFadden, and Jack as running backs. And those are two in the backfield, at least, two deadly weapons, especially with Wande. I mean, you never know what he could do in the Wildcat. I mean, this is a pretty scary type of offense in a way.
Yeah, we haven't really seen a lot from Wande at all, honestly. He only has one touchdown, and that was against Liberty like 3-4 weeks ago. He's really been quiet this entire season. That ball is going to be handed off and going to gain absolutely nothing on that play, as the Indians were all over that.
Filled up those gaps. Linebackers shot him. Defensive front held Wilsey Wood's offensive line. Kept them at no gain right there. Great job.
Yeah, so far we've seen both defenses showing great effort in stopping the runs extremely well, actually. Like, the only thing is the option is what's keeping the Wilsey Wood defense off guard, because this is something, like we said, that you really don't see a lot in high school football.
If I was Wande right here, Coach Mraz of Wood I'd go play action right here.
As Wande's going to take it himself, and the ball is going to be dropped, and we have everyone is fighting for the ball. Napa says they have it. Waiting for the call from the ref. And Napa comes up with the ball. That's actually the second time that we have seen Wande mishandle the snap. And that's something that really hasn't been fixed yet. It's been a consistent mishandling, but great job on the Indians' defense to jump on top of that and capitalize.
Yeah, it looks like he might have pulled back just a little bit too quick, from his center. Maybe tipped off his fingertips and unfortunately lost the ball, and Napa able to recover that.
And unfortunately for the Wilson Willard defense, they have to go back on the field with not a lot of rest. Let's see if the Indians can take advantage of the fatigue. So Newton goes for the ball, and he is going to hand it off to his running back, who doesn't gain really any yards on that play. As Trent has so far been consistent with his running.
Yeah, Trent's done a pretty good job when he has a hole, but, this Wilseywood, front seven, even throw in, the nickel and McFadden. I mean, they're holding Napa pretty good thus far. I mean, just the one thing is just, fatigue. They've been out there a long time. They were out there majority, 10 minutes in the first quarter, and they're out there again because of the turnover from one day. I mean, you don't want your defense out on the field all the time.
No, you do not. As we have Newton in the gun.
Jumbo package.
Yep, and he's going to keep it himself. Looks for it. He's going to shuffle pass to his wide receiver and makes a few moves and tries to just get a little bit past the line of scrimmage. As that was number 18, Alex Perez de Leon on that pitch.
That was a good read.
Play, yeah,
that was a good heads-up play. Good read right there from Newton over to his wide receiver, Perez de Leon. Leon reminds me of from his built structure, almost like a Mike Evans type of wide receiver.
Yeah, I could see that. There is going to be a timeout, as Napa calls a timeout. But as we were saying, Wande, he just mishandled that ball and dropped it. It looks like, honestly, every time he's played under center, he has mishandled the ball. So maybe they just need to keep sticking with him in the backfield and just taking the snaps instead of going under center. But it is going to be interesting to see how long Napa is going to hold on to this ball and keep this drive going. Because, as we have seen, they took up the entire first quarter, and we have 8 minutes and 39 seconds left in the second quarter. And the game is still scoreless.
Kind of shocked right now, to see this type of, game, mainly defensively. Both defenses playing a tremendous job right now. Especially Woods, being out there for so long, holding them to, limiting their gain.
Yeah, it has been exceptional defense on both sides of the ball.
I like what Wood does, too. Putting 5 right up from front. Napa usually puts up 6.
As Newton is going to hand it off.
There's more again.
He gains absolutely nothing on that play.
That'll be a 4th down. Great job. See what Napa does here. Looks like they're going to go for it.
4th down. They haven't yet showed special teams at all. And I wonder what that means. Do they have a kicker? Is a kicker injured? We really don't have too much information here at the Solana College Sports Network because there really was no information out on Max Preps by the team. But they rely on going for it on 4th down. And so far, man in motion. He's going to drop back, and he's going to throw it to a wide-open receiver who is going to make moves, and that is going to be a touchdown, Napa. We're 18, Alex Perez-Delon, who we have talked about already and so much, has been completely wide open and blew that coverage.
That was a great play call right there from Napa. Caught me off guard.
And now let's see if they're going to go for a – there is going to be a kick. Yep. Looks like it is going to be number 71 as the kick is up. And good, as that was Joey Acosta for the field goal. And that was just beautiful on Napa's offense side where they were able to capitalize on that turnover and put up 7.
Yeah, great job right there from Napa. all 5 offensive linemen went out there, put up a block, put a man on a man, and caught Wood by surprise. Looked like Wood was in a man coverage defense, and definitely was caught off guard. And Perez de Leon came down with the catch and rumbled in easily for a touchdown.
Yeah, and with that, we have our first score of the game. That was in the second quarter of this football game. And with that, it is a 7-0 game on Napa, and we'll see if Wood will answer back with maybe some points of their own. If it's not a touchdown, at least a field goal. Yeah,
this is huge. This is a huge drive here for Wood. Defense has been out on the field majority of the game. Offense needs to pick it up. I mean, I know they have it in them. A little trickery here and there. Get the running game started with McFadden. We all know that he can run. 754 yards rushing so far this season. I think it's just a matter of getting in the groove. I think they are a little bit of a slower starting team as far as offensive wise. But if they get things going, get the ball rolling, they should be fine.
As that is going to be kicked. As the receiver is going to return the ball. He has nothing but green ahead, makes a few moves, and gets upended and almost lands on his feet. What a hit! Adonis Dennis, but the ball comes out, and Napa has it.
But it looks like they're saying he was down. Yep, he's signaling he was down.
They say the receiver was down, and it will be Wilson Woods' ball. What a crazy chain of events on that.
It looked like, on that flip, almost somersault, it looked like his, wrist, his forearm was down, and that's what caused the fumble.
Yeah, an absolute gift from the football gods, if you ask me, because that could have been horrible on the defense coming out yet again. So we have Wande, who is apparently going to be the quarterback for the second half, and he is going to try taking himself, but gets snuffed out, and that is going to be no gain.
Saw a lot of guys on the Wood offensive line not putting a body on a body. Not what you want to see here, especially, being a run-heavy offense. I mean, usually you want to put a body at least on someone, create a hole for your quarterback or running back. Didn't see right there. Great job from Napa. Being aggressive, containing that edge, not letting Wande get outside.
As Dominic Garcia checks into the game, as Zach Shane goes to the sidelines, man in motion. So that's going to be Chris Catlin, and the flag will be thrown. Trying to do a little trickery on the play, but that did not seem to work at all.
Let's see what we have here. Didn't quite see what would maybe a...
It looks like they're trying to figure out what the penalty is.
Looked like an illegal shift. Might have been on Catlin. Yeah. Coming in motion right there. Napa declined. Bring up third down.
Yep. Now it's going to be 3rd and 12 for this We'll See Wood offense.
If I was, Wande right here and Coach Moraz, I'd do a little play action, do a little trickery, catch Napa off guard. Do a little passing play. Garcia is on the outside. One-on-one, man coverage. You never know.
They're going to hand the ball out to McFadden, who just gets wrapped up quickly by the defender, Solomon Tinnen, on Napa. Almost said Solomon Thomas.
3 and out from Wood, not what you want.
No. You said trying to get that play action. I just don't think they really have the arm strength or accuracy really to put the ball in the air. So playing it a little safe and just sticking to what they do best, and that's run the ball. As that snap is going to be handled, it's going to be a little short, making sure no one is near it.
Friendly roll.
Very friendly roll. And that is going to be just shy, I'm going to say the 29-yard line. We have first down, and we have a drive for the Indians trying to get another 7.
Good kick right there from number 26, Austin Clark. Friendly roll on that, but nonetheless pushes Napa back with so-so starting field position.
Yeah, not too bad.
But once again, this Wood this Wood defense, out there on the field once again. See what they can do. With their offensive game not really showing up, they got to hold Napa here, maybe to a 3-and-out.
As Noon is going to hand it off to his wide receiver that was in motion. Makes a nice move to gain a little bit more yards, as that was Alex Perez-Delon again on that play.
Yeah, split the gap right there, shot up, and able to get a good chunk right there, maybe gain a 5.
With that is going to be second down. See what Newton and company can do on this drive.
With Wood playing 5 defensive linemen. Wow, I'm off tonight. They really got to contain the outside, putting five guys up on the line.
As that ball is going to be handed out, trying to plow through, gain more yards. It doesn't even go down, but the forward progress was stopped by Brandon Herter.
Herter just bullying his way through the line. I like the aggressiveness.
And
it looks like Napa's got a first down.
Yep. And with that, chains will move. Looks like Herter might put a hurting on this defense, possibly.
I like that, Josh.
Brian's not here. I got to pick it up, man. Brian is actually on the camera for this game. Giving us the wheel of the ship, trying to steer this correctly. As that ball is going to be faked, and he's got a receiver wide open, but overthrows it. And that is going to be incomplete. Trying to get DeLon right there, but just overthrows him. It could have been picked off, but again, it was just out of the reach of both receiver and cornerback.
Good play call right there. Caught the linebacker sleeping, bit, and that was just enough to get De Leon open on the outside, but Newton, unfortunately, just overthrew him.
Yeah, that was Stansbury. That was on DeLon trying to see if he could get the pick, but just out of his reach.
Yeah, playing center field there for Wilcie Wood. Even with this, 8-man front, Wood's still struggling.
And the ball is going to be muffed, but it looks like Newton was able to just fall on that.
Fortunate there for Wood. That'll bring up, I believe, a 4th down.
And that was a close one. There you see some of the cheerleaders from the visiting Napa Indians. So Newton gets the call. Running clock, 3 minutes left in the first half. Feel like it's
3rd and long.
Barely started.
Wood going with that extra safety in the back. Play action.
Newton is going to throw it, and it just goes through the hands of Dawson Trent.
That was very, very fortunate right there for Wood. Nice play action there from Newton. Had a man wide open in the flat. Overthrew him, but there was no one, and I mean no one out there. That would have been an easy first down, and the defense for Wood, once again, would have been exhausted to be out there for another drive.
And as we have it, they're going to put in the punting formation. Last time they did fake it. Let's see if they'll do it again.
That they're going to watch out for this.
And he runs, and it's going to punt the ball. Good kick. And he is not going to touch it. Let the ball run. And that is going to be excellent punt by Napa and horrible starting field position for Wilcie Wood.
Fantastic punt right there from Napa. Little rugby-style punt. That's what you see usually in college too, and got a very fortunate bounce right there, and able to capitalize on that, pushing Wood back all the way to their own 3-yard line.
Yeah, I can already think of one college team that does a punt just like that, and that's Ohio State, one of my favorite colleges. And that was one thing that was always a little risky because you just they're running past the line and they could tuck it and run, or they can just absolutely boot it and get more distance if they don't have that strong enough of a leg.
And it's also, a little bit harder in a way just because you're moving at the same time.
And there is going to be a pass, but a flag is thrown. He's got Catlin wide open, and he just misses the catch. But there was a flag on the play.
Hey, now we know that Wande doesn't have an arm.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good 35, 40 yards down the field. How about that throw from a wide receiver?
Yeah.
I'm liking it. See, that's what I like right there. Be aggressive. Like I said before,
right here
on the replay, safeties bit, everyone bit because they were expecting a run. And that's what you got to do. You got to mix it up. Keep the defense on their toes. Keep them guessing, and that'll open up your offensive game.
And it looks like Catlin beat out his receivers. It was a beautiful throw. It dropped right in there, but he just couldn't close his hands to corral that catch.
Right in the breadbasket.
As we have Wood that is going to be playing from their own end zone, as Asawande is going to take it himself and get out of the end zone for a little bit of yards.
Maybe get a yard out of that. Bring it back to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to find a way, but we have now seen that there is a little bit of hope on the air when it comes to Wilcie Wood. I mean, like we said, Carson Strong is out, and they don't really have a good, accurate arm with Andy Jones. And then we have the Vacaville Christian Vanding transferred Greer, and it's just they don't really have that strong consistency yet in the air, but they might actually have something with Asa Wande.
And if you get Wande to throw the ball, successfully, get him in a groove and passing, and with the Wildcat, I mean, that's a dangerous.
And there we go with the Wildcat.
Game.
He makes a bunch of moves, trying to stay on his feet. Oh, my
Looks like he's got a first down.
If he stayed on his feet, he had nothing but green in front of him. Beautiful moves.
It's probably the best run they've had all day.
Yeah.
That was a huge hole, huge hole.
And with that, they got the first down.
They'll stop the clock for a second.
That was incredible, just juking moves by Wande, and that's where that wide receiver comes in hand. Able to make those cuts as he is going to hand off the ball to Daniel McFadden, who's running out to the outside, plows the guy over it, and runs out of bounds.
I'll keep the clock running. Don't know if Wood's going to call a timeout here. They got 3 left.
I don't think they're good.
There it is.
Yep. Calling a timeout.
And the clock's going to finally stop.
There you have the Wilcie Wood cheerleaders. And back to the giant helmet that the Wildcats run out of at the beginning of the game. Wide in the backfield. He's going to throw it. Has McFadden and is going to be stopped. Excuse me, that is actually not McFadden. That is Isaac Pewitt. My apologies, Isaac.
Simple bubble screen right there. Napa sniffed that out easily. Well, it looks like Wood's just going to let it run down. Maybe we'll run one more play to get to the half.
Wande's going to throw, but he actually runs out of the pocket.
He's got room.
Nothing but speed, and jumps over a defender.
Stop the clock.
15 seconds to go before half.
So you saw he was going to get hit hard if he did not jump over that defender. So you see right there on the replay. Actually, that is the play before.
Hey, who said quarterbacks weren't athletic? Come on now.
I mean, if you look nowadays, even in the NFL and in the collegiate level, there's not a lot of pocket passers these days. You need that mobility now just because of the defensive strategy is to get the quarterback out of his comfort zone and make him run out of the pocket. As we have another pass, Juande is going to take it and run again as he gets the first down and steps out of bounds.
Napa playing a man coverage right there, which means leaving all of the field to 10 to 15 yards wide open for Juande to have a free run, and that's exactly what he's doing. Great job in capitalizing that and reading that.
As the clock will stop, both teams are going to convene, and we have 8.1 seconds left in the first half. The score is 7-0 Napa, and it's actually not that bad of a game when you think of it for defense-wise.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's a great game thus far. Slow, but, I like the defensive game. We don't usually see this. We usually see a shootout. But, I like the switcheroo. I like the defensive, aggressiveness and, type of game.
There you see Will C. Wood's marching band. Actually, I have a friend right there playing the drums. Shout out to Jeremy. And we also have little kids playing. It's just a great family-friendly atmosphere here in Vacaville. But actually, for us that watched Wood and Liberty, they went through 3 different quarterbacks with Greer, Jones, and Juande, and they actually had some good positive plays with Greer, but now it seems like they found something that works, and that is also Juande that is in the Wildcat.
Yeah, they looks like they found their rock for the rest of the season. Maybe make a playoff push. Something. He's got a wide open hole.
He's going to tuck it and run again, and he is going to safely run out of bounds.
2 seconds
left.
2
seconds left. It almost seems like he's really not even going to throw it. He just has his receivers go deep, have the safeties, and then quarterbacks bite on it, and then just have nothing but green in front of them.
Yeah, Napa's playing, like I said earlier, playing man coverage, which means body on a body. No one looking, at the quarterback, which means, like I said, green grass right in front of Juande, and he's making the most of it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of a Russell Wilson type where he's able to be running out of the pocket and everyone just is going on the receivers, but he has nothing but room in front of him, and that's why he's so lethal for the Seahawks.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially, spacing. It'd be different if Wood was running, different type routes for everyone, but it looks like they're just going 4 vertical and let Juande do his thing.
Honestly, if it works, not broken, why fix it? Right now, we see it's working.
See Napa putting everyone back 20-plus yards.
He is going to throw the ball, and it is going to be picked off, and that is going to be the half, ladies and gentlemen. This is an extremely quick football game, if you ask me, as we had Napa taking the entire first quarter by themselves, but we'll be right back for the third quarter after this, as your score is right now Napa 7, Will C. Wood nothing.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just fulfills me as a person.
I've been taking classes here for years now, so I've never actually had a class that I enjoyed quite like this one.
I think it teaches you a lot about, it's confidence building to me.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's great.
Nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover. We have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have. And POF with this program lets you be as ambitious as you want and lets you express yourself the way a teacher should let you.
So, like I said, it's really gratifying to us to be able to help in a way where we can see immediate results. And I think the sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
Get the hands-on experience.
On-the-job training is huge.
Yeah.
It's huge in this industry.
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
cut two. And cut three. Hold the shot. Stand by. We're going to go to cut one. And cut one.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the second half of this football game. As Wilsey Wood is going to return the ball for the second half. That'll be Adonis Dennis in the backfield that is going to return the kick. But it's going to be kicked off to the side, and it's going to be caught by Catlin as he makes a few moves up the field, trying to get past midfield, stays on his feet, and will be brought down. Personally, I wouldn't have kicked it to Catlin, but
Yeah.
it's a little
Fortunately,
dangerous.
yeah. I mean, but Napa, a little pooch kick higher up in the air. The line able to get down there and stop Catlin from getting a huge gain.
And as we saw in the first half from Wilsey Wood's offense, they had Asawande as the quarterback, and they had him running the ball, playing this option, trying to figure out getting something that works, and so far it has. And there's going to be a
There's
flag.
12 man.
There is the 12th man.
Not a good start
No.
of the half if you're Wilsey Wood. First play, you got too many guys on the field. As you see on the screen, a little bit of confusion.
Just a little bit. But nothing that I hope that Wilsey Wood can fix and get back on the swing of things.
I want to see Miraz, put his trust into Wande and let him run this offense and throw some balls.
And it is going to be a run to McFadden.
Able to get back to the line.
And it will be second down. So as we were told during half, number 20, Darian Jack, is a transfer from Vacaville High School who started the varsity team his freshman year. And that's crazy as it is. Varsity as a true freshman. Wande is going to hand off
Gets a
the
carry.
ball.
Ooh.
And just gets wrapped up. But that was a beautiful run by
Shot the
Darian
gap.
Jack.
I mean, he was running downhill, accelerated right when he, as you see on the replay, got the ball and exploded, but stopped right at the 40, luckily, or else that would have been a huge gain right there for Wood.
After that run, they're going to pull him off to the sidelines, put in McFadden.
I like to see a pass right here, Josh.
And
See what
looks
they do.
like it is going to be a quarterback draw as one. It makes
Oh,
a
nice
field
block right there
another
from
good
McFadden.
block, and he cuts up the field. He's going to cut to the other side of the field, tries to stay on his feet, and dives. What a beautiful heads-up play by Asawande.
Great job. Letting his blockers do his thing. McFadden leading the pack, able to get a few key blocks right in front of him. Chips one guy and chipped another to open up that huge 25-yard gain.
As Darian Jack is going to be back into the field of play. Wande in the gun. He's going to hand it off to Jack. And trying to get some positive yards on it, but his forward progress will be stopped.
See, that's one where, everyone bit. And one day, if that was a read option play right there, should have kept it, and he would have strolled in for an easy touchdown. But, I like what Wood's doing right now, though. They're splitting carries between McFadden and Jack and keeping both of them fresh, fresh feet.
As we've seen, it's like McFadden's more of an outside runner, and we have Darian Jack that's more like a plows off down in your face. As Daniel McFadden's going to make a defender miss and will be stopped at the line of scrimmage for 0 gain.
Little counter play right there. McFadden unable to get around the corner. Nice stop right there on Napa from number 17, Trent. Nice containment. What you want to see from a linebacker. Not let those running backs get out to the outside. Have a free lane. You see Jack coming back in.
Third down for the Wildcats, trying to get the first down the play and keep this drive alive.
Looks like they're going a little bit of a jumbo package. Got an extra tight end here.
As Wande is going to take the snap himself. Has a great block up front. Makes a few defenders miss. Stays on his feet, but steps out of bounds. And that is going to be shy of the first down.
Looking at a maybe fourth and 4.
Yeah, I'd say like 4th and 4, yeah.
You know, you're down 7. Offense has a little bit of a rhythm going. Why not go for it?
Yeah.
You know, put trust in your quarterback. Get a little bit of confidence in him, in the offense itself. You know, get something. You got to get points on the board somehow.
As McFadden's checking into the game. There's Wande, who has absolutely led this offense.
See what the play call is here. Napa's got
4th and maybe 4 as
9 in
he
the
is
box.
going to pitch and run off to the outside. He has a few defenders, makes a couple moves. But
looks like he's going to be just short.
Yep, and he is just short of the first down and turnover on downs as we see right here on the replay.
He's got to get to the 40.
Just misses it.
Giving him the first down?
No.
Got a little bit of confusion here.
They're trying.
Bring out the chain gang. I mean, isn't that what the chain gang is for?
That's what they're supposed to do.
And he
They
signals.
gave him the
Whoa.
first down.
Whoa. Whoa.
They didn't bring out the chains at all. They just gave him the first down.
See the refs. I mean, he already signaled. I mean, can you overturn that?
I don't think so. But the Zebras are going to meet up, and now we got everyone running out. And they're just trying to figure out what is going on. It looked like to us that he was just shy, like maybe a half a yard.
And it looks like, yeah,
They're going to keep it with the first down.
Wow. Looks like he might have got to the 39.
26-yard line, first down attempt for the Wildcats. Move those chains.
Wow.
I disagree with that. They didn't bring out the chains at all. They just kind of eyeballed it.
That's an interesting move from the refs. I don't think I've ever seen that without the chain gang.
Yep, and now we're going.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to, you know, bring out the chains just to make sure.
As the officials will call a timeout.
That's got to be frustrating if you're Napa.
Yeah. I mean, we do have volunteers holding the chains and all, but that doesn't stop them from doing what their job is. And Napa is absolutely displeased with that call of giving Wilsey Wood the first down. They don't even have the chains set at all, and we just have nothing but chaos.
There's a lot of confusion out here.
Yep, there is. Trying to understand and get this underway as we have a play. Now will be called.
Play action.
Going to just underthrows his receiver.
You don't like that call. You know, even though they didn't, you know, have it follow through. Wande able to complete the pass. But, you know, I like the play action. You know, keeping the defense on their toes, keeping them guessing. And that's exactly what they did. A linebacker's bit. Catlin was wide open for a second until the safety came across. But, I mean, I like the play call from Miraz.
Yeah, that was a pass intended for number 35, Christian Jones. And that's going to bring up second down as they get the defense to jump.
Looks like it's going to be a false start.
Nope, false start. And that's going to push him back.
That's a huge hit right there for Wood. It looks like everyone knew that was going to be a double count, except for one of their offensive linemen.
We'll see Wood trying to keep the drive alive at his 2nd down and long. Asawande is out in the gun.
Spread out the field.
He's going to throw it, but he's going to
keep
keep it himself, which has worked so far. Tries to make 2 defenders miss, splits the defense, spins around, and will be taken out of bounds.
Nice gain right there. Nice gain of about 9 to 10. Sets up a manageable 3rd down. See on the replay. Again, man coverage, everyone strolling back. Nothing but green grass right in front of Wande. Pulled down by the jersey, too.
Yep. But Wande has absolutely exploited the defense when they're in man coverage. He just has nothing but green grass in front of him, and he sees it, he takes advantage of it, and he makes the right call.
Free runner. I mean, free lane, open lane, nothing but green grass. Why not if you're Wande? Again, spreading out the field.
That ball is going to be handed off
There
to
goes Jack.
Jack, who makes a few man run, and he's going to be in the end zone for a touchdown, almost not touched at all, and that is Wilsey Wood's first points of the game.
Rumbling through right there from Jack. Again, a wide open hole. You could drive a truck through that hole right there from Wilsey Wood's offensive line. As you see here on the replay, shoots the gap, runs downhill. I mean, this is what you want from a running back. Straight line, nice jump cut. Rumbling in. Nice touchdown right there. Got 11 from Jack. Get this offensive going. Gets a little momentum for Wood. Maybe transfer that over to the defensive side and keep them in this game.
Yep, and all that happened with a call that was not necessarily agreed upon by Napa, but that kick is up and good, and we have a tied game, ladies and gentlemen, here in the 3rd quarter. 7 all around. And a just great advantage on Wilsey Wood as Jack just was not touched at all. And that's something that you'll want to see, especially from a transfer.
Great job. That was a great drive opening up the 2nd half for Wilsey Wood. You know, Wande contributing his nice 25-yard run in the middle of the field on that 3rd down. And Jack finishing it off, rumbling his way through, following his blocks to tie up this game.
And with that, Napa's going to look to take advantage of, not really take advantage, but they're looking to capitalize on that touchdown and make 7 of their own and trying to show that they're still in this game. But there's plenty of game left.
Oh, plenty.
We are tied up.
Plenty. You know, and this is huge right here for Napa, too. I mean, Wood ate up some clock, ate up about half the quarter. You know, Napa hasn't stepped out on the field. You don't know if, you know, the offense is a little bit rusty, you know. A little rust on the gears, but, you know, see how they open up in the 2nd half offensively. But, you know, like I said, Wood, they got to carry this momentum to the defensive side, have a nice defensive stand. You know, nice 3 and out here would definitely open up this game for Wood.
Yes, it would, as Austin Clark is going to get ready to kick this off to Napa. There you see the receivers in the backfield. Trent, one of them right there on the front, as they are going to boot it. And it is going to be returned as he's going to try to cut to the left side of the field. Makes a spin, but will be stopped right at the 20-yard line.
Swallowed up there. Great job. Nice job in filling in the angles, you know, the gaps for the special teams of Wood. Following their lanes, containing it, holding Napa to not so good field position in high school.
That was Brandon Herter on the return.
See how Newton and the Indians respond here. Wood again putting about 7 to 8 in the box.
Jumbo formation as we have 2 receivers at the top. Newton is going to take the snap. He's going to take it himself. Makes a few cuts and moves and will be stopped.
Quarterback keeper there, 13, Isaiah Newton.
And as we've seen, the defensive line of Napa has been absolutely exceptional on stopping the run.
Yeah, you know, Woods, you know, they're playing almost a 5-2 style type defense, and, you know, it's paid off so far. I mean, Napa has had some success But, you know, overall, I think Wood's doing a great job stopping the run.
Second down.
Could watch out for number 10 on the bottom of the screen here, one-on-one.
And that ball is going to be handed off to the halfback. That dives just a little bit as Trent tries to get the first down. And he will be short, and that's going to be third down.
Big stop right here. Big play. If I was Wood, I'd jump up, you know, group up 8 in the box, put a lot of pressure, maybe show a blitz even towards this Napa offense, get them a little, you know, spooked.
Let's see what Napa is going to do on this third down situation. They've been pretty successful when it comes down to the third down conversions. See if they can continue that trend.
Looks like they're going 8 in the box. Once again, 5 on the line. Those linebackers got to step up, fill the gaps.
As the ball is going to be handed off to Trent, who dives, makes a few players miss, and will get the first down on a positive play.
Great job from Trent coming in motion. Brought down by Kakuza, as you see here on the replay. Motion gets a little bit of momentum. That's all you need. Splits the defenders right there from his blocking, and Kakuza luckily comes down with that tackle. Maybe a touchdown saving tackle.
Yeah, because there was really no one near him if he got past that tackle. And with that, it's going to be first down. The chain's got to hurry up and reset.
You know, setting the edge is a big thing defensively. I mean, you don't want an open lane on the outside, you know, for defense, just because that exploits, you know, everything. That you can run outside, you can run inside. You know, and I'm kind of want, you know, Wood to contain that edge. I mean, they got McFadden and Cameron Moore on one side. I mean, it's a big side right there.
So that ball is going to be handed off to the man in motion. He has nothing but room in front of him. Tries to just avoid the hit, but decides to just go head on with it. And gets another first down, as that was
Smash
Alex
mouth football.
Perez. Yeah, that was.
Gotta love it. I like it. Absolutely love it. Perez, again, coming in motion, gets a little bit of momentum. That's all he needs. Found a hole, and Stansbury stood his ground and made a nice tackle right there. Didn't let up.
Got rolled over, but stopped the play.
Man in motion again.
Is going to be kept by Newton, trying to get another first down as he just carries the entire Wilson Wood defense with them.
Napa's line absolutely pushed Wood's defensive front all the way back. I mean, I just saw the whole line move with Newton as he ran, and the line met up with Newton at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Newton gets enough yards to get the first down on that play. Way to call his own number and keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and I mean, why not run the same type of play if you're having success with it and it's not falling apart, breaking? Keep running it right here.
As he keeps it again, and he's just trying to get a little bit more on a positive play, but just gets held up. But we'll see what defense to stop that first down.
Nice job right there from DeVore, coming in, filling the gap as a linebacker, keeping it to a good 40-yard gain. But, I mean, if I was Wood right here, the linebackers, the defensive front, is majority of the time doing their job. They're doing a great job, keeping their ground. But those linebackers, I feel like they got to, step up a little bit more. Napa doesn't, pass that much. So I'd like to see them, shoot the gaps more, fill in those, keep Napa's running game.
And that ball is going to be muffed, but it looks like Napa is able to dive on it.
Fall on top. You don't want to pick it up here. Don't want to pick it up and run. That's how it gets away from you even more. Huge break for Wood right there. Pushes them back just a little bit. Big third down right here. 4 down territory, though, if you're Napa.
We have third down now. Newton trying to keep his drive alive and bring Napa to a touchdown.
Napa spreading out the ball here.
Haven't really seen a lot of that.
Spread formation, like you said, yeah.
Trying to throw, but he
Going
decides
deep ball.
to go deep, but
It's
there
going
is
straight to
absolutely
Stansbury.
nobody. And Stansbury picks it off. I don't know what he saw down on that field at all, because it was double coverage and Stansbury had no one near him, and he was just able to jump up and make that catch.
Great job from Wilson Wood's defense right there. And like you said, I mean, Newton, that was the zone coverage right there. Safety at the top sitting. Corder was going back with Perez de Leon. And Stansbury, again, playing center field for Wood, able to come down with the interception. Momentum's back on Wood's side there.
Yep.
So let's see what they can do. Transfer that to the offensive side once again. Drive down that field.
And as we've seen multiple times already this game, Wood is back against their own goal. And Austin Wade is going to take it himself, make a few cuts, and going to be ran out of bounds.
Get a little bit of breathing room right there.
Yeah.
5's a lot better than the 2.
Yeah, it is. So we got a 2nd and 5 now, as we have McFadden going off on the sidelines, which means we're going to see big Darian Jack with the.
You know what that means? Run up the middle.
Yep. It's kind of interesting because last year we had Chris Catlin that was playing the McFadden role this year, and then we have McFadden playing Darian Jack role, and now they have Darian Jack playing McFadden's role, and then McFadden playing Catlin's, and it's just all over the place. But Darian Jack is going to try to take the ball for positive yards, but will be stopped just shy of the first down. 3rd down. We have 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Quick game.
Very quick game.
Looks like Wood's going to run maybe one more play.
See what Coach Mraz is trying to put
Switcheroo
up.
again. Here goes McFadden. Might want to watch out here if you're Napa for play action. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Wood decided to go with the spread right here. Yeah, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and a running back. Could see a little play action.
This one is going to take it up himself.
See if he gets to the outside.
Is trying to get to the outside.
He'll get the first down.
So there was a defender down, and he just had absolutely nothing but room in front of him.
Setting the edge. Great job from Wood's offensive line. And those receivers out there. You got to give the receivers credit on those blocks. I don't think they get credited enough.
Yeah, and that's another first down for Wilson Wood. And one thing that they have done exceptionally well is getting the ball off their side of the field. Like I said, they're backed up against their own goal, and now they're pretty far up. Like they started off on, like, I'd say the 1, and now they're on the 10. As the ball is going to be handed off to Darian Jack, who's going to be stopped and almost could have went big. The clock is going to run, and that is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter already. This game is flying by, and mainly that's just because both teams are heavy on the run. Like
Heavy.
The clock is just consistently running.
Heavy. That was a great job. You know, let's not give him credit. Trent right there, I think that was a touchdown-saving tackle for that run from Jack. I mean, if he gets away from Trent, that would have been an easy 6 for Wood. Great job right there from Trent. Got to give him credit.
Another thing that will be interesting is they have 12 minutes to have one team score, or else we're going to overtime in this game. And I feel like it's going to be a quick overtime if it happens. So we'll see which team is either going to capitalize first or which team's going to make the mistake first.
Yeah, this is, you know, Wood being, at their own, it looks like about 16, 17-yard line. You know, if you keep getting these first downs, run the ball, eat up some clock, that puts, maybe get a field goal out of it. At least get some points. You got to get some points. And if you don't, at least eat some clock. You don't want to give Napa the entire, quarter to work with because, you saw what happened in the first quarter. They had up 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, if you're Wood here, you just want to keep, playing what you've been, dealing with. keep running with McFadden and Jack and, one day maybe throwing a couple play actions here. But, eat up some clock here and obviously score some points.
As we have McFadden in the backfield, Catlin's going to be put in motion, and he is going to get the ball, trying to find Bruno off the outside. Ball will be stopped shy of a first down. Pretty much everyone is getting a taste of ball. As we have Darian Jack with his power running. We have McFadden in his elusive running, as he's very agile and able to get out to the outside and then just turn on the burners. And then we have Catlin, who's kind of been quiet. He's had a few passes, but that's not complete, trying to make a name for himself in this game.
Spreading out the ball entirely. Empty backfield. Yeah, you might want to watch out for one day to run.
There he goes. He goes
Got a
for
QB
the
spy
run.
on him.
And he's going to get that first down.
Just like we said, spread them out, open up that backfield, open up the entire field. I mean, they had a spy on him. It looked like number 10, Johnny Torres, was spying on one day, but one day just too quick and elusive and able to get the first down for Wood.
Ball's going to be on the 25-yard line. It's first down now. We'll see what Wood can do to keep the drive alive and see if they can march down this field and, like you said, either get a field goal because Austin Clark does have a foot, or try to get the touchdown. And we have Wande taking the snap. He's going to hand it off to
Fullback dive.
Fullback, yeah.
Haven't seen that one. Nice little chunk, about a 3.
Nice to see that they don't just give it to the halfback. They'll like give the fullback a little bit of chance.
Give the fullback a little bit of love.
Yeah, why
There you
not?
go.
He's done exceptional blocking, so
Definitely has opened up the holes for both Jack, McFadden, and even one day.
yeah. Wande with the snap. He's going to hand it off to McFadden, who tries to get a little bit of a hole, but that gets swallowed up quickly. And it's going to be third down.
Third down. Manageable third down, about 4. See if they spread out the field and one day does a little QB draw.
I mean, it's worked so far. I don't see why not.
I mean, even with the spy, one day, like I said, with his ability to get outside with his speed, puts a lot of pressure on this Napa defense, but it looks like they're just going to go out of the straight pistol. Smash mouth football. We got a timeout, Wood.
With that timeout, we have 9 minutes and 13 seconds. We're all tied up at 7 here in the fourth quarter. Great football game on both sides of the defense and offense. It's been a very evenly matched game.
Yeah, it's a great all-around ball. Both defenses able, to play their type of game, to play their type of style, holding, each offensive side of the ball, 2 7 points each. I mean, you don't see that. I mean, once in a blue moon do I ever see this type of game in a high school game. So you got to give tremendous credit to the defenses on both sides, Napa and Wood.
Yes, you have to. I mean, like you said, we really don't see a lot of that for high school. Usually it's like a blowout or it's an evenly matched high-scoring game, but not an evenly matched low-scoring game.
Typically shootouts. Yeah, exactly. But, this is a big, big third down for Wood. Got to keep the clock moving. Got to keep the chains going. See Mraz called here on the timeout. Maybe talk with his team, see what they wanted to do here.
Third down and manageable. See if they're going to spread out the ball.
It's like 2 wide receivers, tight end, and 2 halfbacks.
Wande is looking, barking out the calls.
Scanning the field.
He's going to take it himself. He's got room on the
blockers.
outside. He
He's got
gets the
blockers.
first down and stays up.
First down.
And that was a beautiful call by Mraz and a nice little flashy show for the first down by Wande.
See on the replay, just following his blockers. I mean, that's all it is. X's and O's. Jack with a nice block. Leading the way for Wande.
Christian Jones, as we said, the fullback has been nothing but blocking and almost had another one
Gotta
there.
give him credit.
Yeah.
I mean, just leading the way, like we said.
See what Wande is going to do this time as he's going to take the ball, hand it off to McFadden, who
McFadden
has
has
a
a hole.
bunch of
He's got a hole.
defenders miss, cuts to the other side, but gets literally dragging the defender, number 18, Delon Perez, and it's just absolutely crazy with the strength that he has, as you see right here on the replay.
McFadden just shoots the gap. Right there, great blocking from his offensive line. It's dragged down.
So here we go, ball 46-yard line, first and 10 for the Wildcats.
Keep the clock moving, keep the chains moving. I'm liking what I see from Wood. Spreading out the ball here. Got 4 wide receivers, 1 back.
Looks like that's Darian
You could see just a straight-up run right here with Jack, you know. Tremendous job of running downhill.
And that is exactly what they're going to do, but Napa saw that coming once they saw Jack in the backfield, and they're like, you're not getting past us this time.
Great job from Napa. It looks like they were spreading out. Maybe have Wood thinking that they were going to, you know, run that play with success, but Napa looked like last second able to bunch in, stop Jack from getting any type of gain right there.
As Jack's going off the field. Got a little kid making the throw. Like I said, we have a family-friendly atmosphere here in Vacaville, Tom Zanino Stadium. Friday Night Lights as Wande is going to take the snap, see if he's going to hand it off to McFadden, which he does, but they were ready for it. And it looks like Napa is understanding the type of offense that Wood is running, and they've been able to stop the run with the running backs, but Wande has been able to just make positive yards every time.
Yeah, Wande is the leading rusher for Wood tonight, you know, surprisingly. You know, but McFadden and Jack, you know, credit to them too. But, yeah, I mean, I think Woods just had more success running with Wande, you know, opening up the holes, you know, with that extra blocker in the fullback and the running back.
And here they have both of them on the field. So we have McFadden behind Wande. We have Jack to the side, and he's going to take it himself, and he's going to be completely stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tries to fight to gain 1, but is going to be shy, and that is going to be 4th down.
You're at midfield. You're on Napa's 45. 4th and long. Yeah, that looks like they're going to punt.
Yeah, I don't really.
That's a good choice right here.
Yeah,
good choice from Miraz, playing it conservative. You know, trusting his defense. I mean,
yeah.
You know, Napa's only put up 7 points in the game. Haven't scored since the first quarter. So, I think it's a good call right here from Miraz.
And that's a low punt. No one was near him. He has plenty of time and is going to get the punt off. A missed opportunity there. Waits for the fair catch, and a flag is going to be called.
We got a late flag.
Right. Austin Clark was able to just keep his composure and get that punt off, because it looked like Napa was just ready to just go back and didn't really rush the punter, because if they did, there would have been a complete momentum change and everything. Like this could have changed the entire game, because there was like no one there. Couldn't capitalize on that.
I think the nearest player from Clark was, I mean, let's say about 15 yards. And then that's when Napa realized, you know, he muffed the punt. But great job of keeping his composure, and Clark still able to get off that punt. See what Newton can do here. Looks like a jumbo package again. Wood's got about 8 in the box. There goes Trent.
He's going to hand it off to Trent. And almost got the first down. That's one thing that Wood hasn't really been able to do, and that's block the outside. Like, they've been able to stop the runs up the middle, but when it comes to going out to the outside, you have Trent
Setting that
that's able
edge.
to.
And Napa's had their way on the edge, you know, thus far in the game, the entire game. But that was a great job from DeVore, come all the way from the other side of the field and getting Trent to keep him at a minimal of 3 yards.
As Brandon Herder checks into the game. See what Newton plans to do here with 2nd down. He is going to keep it himself, and he has
keeps
room
it.
up the middle,
It's
and
gonna
he's
be a
going to
first
get
down.
a first. Yep.
Great job of just following his blockers. Keep the clock moving. See Napa right here. Eat some clock. You know, keep moving the chains. And, you know, work it to where, you know, when you do score, if you do score, Wood has, you know, no time on the clock. Spreading the ball out here.
See what Newton does as he's going to take the ball. He's going to hand it off
There
to
goes Trent.
Trent, who is trying to break free of a tackle, but is stopped.
Nice job right there from Stansbury, able to wrap up. Trent able to get another first down, but at least it kept him from getting a touchdown.
It's going to be 2nd down.
Excuse me. Looks like it was just short
Yeah,
of
just
first.
a little bit. Maybe they're going to give him the first. Nope.
2nd down.
2nd down. We're going to say 2nd and then maybe 1. Clock's running, seeing what Napa can do. As Newton's going to hand it off to his halfback, who tries to cut off the side. Dives a little awkwardly, but does get the first down. Looks like he slipped and like just collided with the defender right there.
Looks like, yeah, might have hit his own player too. And
Yeah.
And Torres, but Trent, like you said, nonetheless able to get the first down, keep the chains moving.
Newton getting the call. So we have first down, clock's running, seeing what's going to happen and what they're going to do. As that you see number 45, Cameron Ross, walking off the field. And
Gonna burn a timeout. Looks like a little bit of confusion.
Timeout, Napa.
So we have 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game. Tied at 7. Chris, who do you think is going to score first? And if not, who do you think we're going to go to overtime?
I mean, it's been a defensive game. Napa's, having success so far this drive. 327, excuse me, left on the clock. That's a lot of time. Napa, they just keep doing their thing, pushing downfield, eating up the clock, managing it to where they can score and leave no time on the clock for Wood. Then, I mean, that's it right there. But, Wood's defense, on both sides, even Napa's defense, I mean, it's been a defensive type game. So, I mean, it's going to be hard for Napa to keep pushing down the field.
Yeah, it really has been a defensive game. The only thing that makes me feel like it might go to overtime is just how fast the clock is just going down. And I just feel like it's also Napa has not scored since the first quarter. They've gone 3 quarters without getting in the end zone. As a ball is going to be snapped, but it is going to be kept by Newton. A little bit of trickery over there, but it's not going to work out as we'll see what was able to stop that play.
We got a flag too. Maybe a hold.
So we have a second down.
Looks like an illegal shift.
Yep.
On the offense. So they're gonna decline it just because.
Looks like
confusion.
a lot of confusion
Once again
between the refs. The coordinator is just having it and just a little bit of disagreement with the
they
head
are going to
ref.
move the ball back.
Yep.
Bringing it 1st and 15.
Now with the 1st and 15, the entire game plan right now is changing. What do you think they're going to do?
If I was Wood, you know, keep doing your thing. You know, keep Napa, try to hold them right here. Make them, you know, bring it to 4th down. You burn your timeouts. Leave some time on the clock. That way, if your offense is able to get back on the field, they have some time to work with.
Play is going to be stopped as the head coach, Coach Mraz, walks onto the field, talks to the ref a little bit.
10 seconds on the clock.
It looks like they're going to need to add a little bit of time to the clock, as it is going to be
7 seconds. PA announcer said 10. Maybe they forgot their math. I don't know.
I don't know. 1st and 15 as the ball is going to be handed off outside on the edge. And we'll see Wood's team is just loving what they're seeing from their defense.
Able to get back that penalty yardage right there in De Leon. See number 34, big Cameron Moore.
Second down, just shy of the original line of scrimmage. We'll see Wood's defense is just showing that
It's a big down right here. Wood's got to stop him. Clock stop on that last play.
Empty backfield. He's going to throw it in. It's a dropped pass.
Stops the clock. Huge 3rd down right here. Huge 3rd down.
As the pass was intended to a wide open receiver, Michael Belatis just could not handle that properly. And that's a missed opportunity for Napa.
Very much so. Yeah, two blockers ahead of him. Unable to corral it. And Wood looks like they're going to put in an extra defensive back here.
There you see the man that we've been talking about a lot, number 34, Cameron Moore, just towering over everyone on the field.
Stay in your lanes, fill in the gaps. DBs play off. Read receivers and stop him right here.
3rd down conversion as we have.
Got 10 on a wheel route.
He slips and he's trying to stay on his feet. He does, and is shy of the 1st down, maybe like 2 yards shy. And that's going to bring up 4th, but manageable. What do you think? Are you going to go for it? I mean, why not?
Looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and about 5 here. Huge play right here. This is it.
The outcome of this play is going to change the game. If we have Napa converting, the play stays on, and we have a tired We'll See Wood defense staying on the field. If it's not, we have a rested We'll See Wood offense going and trying to march down the field, which they have been able to do successfully, just not able to get into the end zone since the 2nd quarter, and we have a timeout.
Napa. Maybe change their play.
Trying to see how the defense lined up.
Think that, yeah. It looks like they may be punting right now.
But then again, we've seen a fake punt multiple times.
Yep, looks like they're going to.
And they are putting in the 2nd string quarterback, or what are they doing? As that was number 19, Caden Cortez, that walked on the field, and the crowd erupted, so apparently is a favorite here. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Looks like a punt.
Looks like they're going to punt, but I don't know.
Yeah, you might. Play it safe. Bring one day up.
Bring one day up. We're going to see what we'll see what he's going to do with this. And he is going to take it himself. He's going to run up the field and then punts it.
Okay.
Okay. And
that's That's what you can do with the rugby style punt. I mean, you can run. See what the special teams of Wood had. You know, obviously, the punter in Napa, Michael Bladis, didn't see the lane and ended up
punting it instead.
Yes.
There's a lot of reads in this team. Like, it's a read for punting, read for passing or throwing. It's just a lot of split-second decisions on this team.
Spreading out the balls one day.
As he is
he's going to run.
Yeah, there he goes. He got a lane. Room in front of him. There he goes. As he goes down the field, and no one's going to be able to stop him. Spins down
at the 39.
Shy.
Got to call timeout here if you would.
And the clock will stop, so they need to
burst of speed right there from one day. Absolutely torched that defense. See here on the replay, again, man coverage. Everyone with the backs turned to the line of scrimmage. One day, nice cut, splitting defenders. Nice gain right there. Same thing, spread out the ball. If you're Napa, you gotta play some type of zone.
And they're going to hand it off to Darian Jack, trying to get something out of it, but Napa will stop that.
They gotta hurry it up. They got 1:23 left. You gotta keep it moving. You got one timeout left.
They just need to get into kicking range for Austin Clark, and they'll be able to take this game and get the W. As you said, they're all spread out again. See if he's going to hand it off, and he's going to act like he's going to throw it. He's going to run it. No, he's looking for it, and he's going to toss it away, and a beautiful diving catch.
Are they gonna
give it to him, or is it gonna be an incomplete pass? Zebras are gonna convert, and it looks like it's going to be incomplete pass.
As we see here on the replay,
let's see
one day, all day to throw.
Yeah.
I mean, I was expecting, as you see on the bottom of your screen, Catlin. I don't know if we were going to get it on a camera. Looks like I made a little bit of a hold right there, but...
Oh, as we slow down on the replay, and we can't really see because the camera's just a little bit high. As we had Zach Shane that said he made that catch. But they are going to call it incomplete. We have 48 seconds left in this intense fourth quarter. Wande in the backfield. Looks like he's going to go for the throw. He's trying to take it for himself. He's got plenty of time in the pocket. There he goes. Misses. Makes two defenders miss. Flag on the field. Bouncing around and will be dragged down at the 30-yard line, but there is a flag. Just absolutely incredible heads-up play by Asa Wande. Able to have a heads-up call his own number, tried nothing but plenty of room and time in the pocket. And it's going to be third down with that penalty. 31 seconds left in the game, and that penalty is going to push him back even farther. Third and long, 31 seconds left in the game. Let's see what Coach Mraz is going to pull up for his offense. As Darian Jack is going off the field, they're pulling in the speedster, Daniel McFadden, seeing what they can do. Everyone's on their feet. This is a pivotal play for Wilsey Wood.
Huge holding call right there for Wood. See what Wande can do here. Ball spread out.
He's looking for a pass. He spins out of a tackle. He's got blockers in front of him.
He's got a
Runs
lane.
up the field, has a lane, and he's going to be dragged down, and that's going to be 4th down as he's not even close to the original line of scrimmage. Clock is going to run as there's 14 seconds left, and it is running.
Timeout finally from Wood.
Look at that. 11.1 seconds left. And they call a timeout. Let's see what Wilsey Wood is going to do with this 4th down conversion.
Big play call right here for Wood. 4th down. 11 seconds to go. 4th and about, 13?
Yeah.
Why not let Wande chuck it up? You got 11 seconds. He's got all day to throw with the man coverage. 4 rushes. The offensive line doing a tremendous job giving him time. I say why not? We saw early in the game he threw 40 yards to Catlin. So, why not put some trust into your quarterback, see what happens. We've seen that so many times, at the collegiate level and even in the NFL, game time or game expiring, plays.
It's a little out of the kicking range of Austin Clark, I do believe, so there's no way that they're going to go for a kick. This is a pivotal 4th down. Let's see what Wilsey Wood is going to come up with, if they are going to go for the pass or if they are going to fake the pass and have Wande run it himself.
See here, looks like they're going to spread out the ball here.
Yep. Got a 4th down conversion. Everyone's up on their feet. This is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. We have 11.1 seconds left in regulation. We're still knotted up at 7. Wande is going to roll out to the right side. He's got nothing but room. He goes for a throw, and it is going to be an incomplete pass. And that is going to be turnover on downs, and it leaves Napa with 6 seconds left.
Now Napa has some time. 6 seconds, obviously not that much, but anything can happen.
Let's see what Napa can do, if they're maybe just going to kneel it and then go to overtime, or if they're going to try and go deep and see what they can do and try to put this game away. Wilsey Woods playing out deep.
Yeah, you got to put in your fastest people. Usually you might even, you see in the NFL even, they put in the wide receivers, as a DB, hand seam they call it. But it looks like Napa probably just going to run the ball here and get this game into overtime.
That's exactly what they're going to do as the ball is handed off to Trent, and that is going to be the end of regulation as we're all tied up at 7 and we're going to overtime. And we'll see what's going to happen now. Honestly, we have an incredible game with both defenses standing strong and stopping. Well, as we are listening for the overtime rules.
Oh, so okay. So I did not know this, but looks like they will start at the 10-yard line, almost like a college-style type OT. So first person, I think the coin toss, whoever wins, gets to decide whether if they want to play defense or offense first, and then the other team has the chance to, almost like a rebuttal, match, the field goal or the touchdown.
And I like that. Overtime usually is a little bit long at times because you're marching down the field, but now that they're all have a starting line, you kind of can make this game go by a little bit faster and get a winner or loser a little bit faster as we have the captains are going back up with the coaches. And the officials are going to explain how all this is going to work, and we're going to have the coin toss.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the collegiate level is, I think it's the 20-yard line. But, I mean, they even they modified it in the NFL, too, as well. In overtime, you know, first person to score, if they score a touchdown in the NFL, they win. But if they score a field goal, the other team has a chance to match that or score a touchdown to win the game.
It'll be interesting to see how this overtime plays out, because we have Napa, as we said, that has not scored since the first quarter, and then we have Wood that hasn't scored since the third, I believe. So they're a little bit fresh when it comes to the end zone, and we'll see what happens. So what do you think of the game so far, Chris?
You know, I think both teams have played exceptionally well past their standards. You know, it's been a defensive game, obviously being 7-7 at the end of regulation. But, you know, Wood, I think, in my opinion, has momentum on their side, you know, having those big plays. You know, although they didn't score and, you know, win the game, you know, I think that they've had a lot more big plays in this entire game that I think, especially with the defensive play, has a little bit more momentum on their side than Napa.
Here we see our PA announcer right there. And some happy fans. See what both teams are going to do. It looks like the rules have been set. Everyone's going back. And we'll find out which team is going to get the ball first.
Still haven't gotten any single yet.
Nope, we haven't.
Looks like
it's
based on Woods players walking out, looks like Woods going to start on defense, and Napa's going to start out with the ball.
We'll see what happens. As the PA announcer has stated and Chris voiced over, we have an interesting rules as the ball is going to be placed at the 10, and you have 4 tries to get in the end zone. Either they go 3 and out or they score, and the first team to score wins. It'll be interesting to see what Napa is going to do, if they're going to keep it with Newton and have him do a draw out on the outside, or if they're going to give it to Trent and have him go on the outside or plow it up the middle. The possibilities are endless with both of these teams right now. But what we have seen is that Wilcie Wood is more than capable of stopping the offense from getting in the end zone when they are close to the goal. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Overtime is about to begin. Napa starts off.
Yeah, jumbo package here. It's like Newton might just take it himself.
In motion, and he is going to hand it off to his halfback, who slips and is going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job from McFadden right there, getting around the block. See here on the replay, able to shed that block, almost getting held. And able to keep Herder at a 5-yard loss.
And with that, it's going to be 2nd and 15. Like I've said before, Wilcie Wood's more than capable of having them go 3 and out. But at this point, I think it's going to be 4 and out, because you're going to have to go for a 4th down. Turnover.
Not necessarily. They can. I mean, they can't kick the field goal. That way, Wood has a chance.
Snap is going to be botched as Newton is going to try to pick it up. He just pushes it and throws it
open.
away.
Man. And you could tell Number 45, Cameron Ross, frustrated with his quarterback on that play because of the botched snap. He had him in the flat wide open, and I mean wide open. There wasn't anyone in the vicinity of him. This is a big stop here for Wood that can keep Napa here out of the end zone. Force him to a field goal. That puts pressure on Napa's kicker, who hasn't kicked all game. You know, cold feet, cold leg. You don't know what could happen.
Third down, ball in the 15. Has to get into the end zone. Newton takes a big step back, tries to look for an open receiver, is going to throw it to the receiver that's out, and is going to be thrown out of bounds.
McFadden Moore, great job from Woods defense.
Trent was out there in the flat, wide open.
If you're Napa here, looks like Coach
going to go for the field goal, or
looks like he's keeping his offense out there.
Fourth down. Let's see what is going to happen, as it looks like they are going to go for it, as the kicker does not go out on the field.
Wow. I'm shocked. Keeping his offense out there on the field.
I wonder if it is like they kick a field goal, you give the other team a chance to either.
Yeah, you kick the field goal here if you're Napa, you put pressure on Wood to score at least. But if you don't score if you're here at Napa, then, I mean, Wood's got a huge shot, and it looks like Napa might be rethinking this.
As we have a timeout on Napa, we'll see what they're both going to do. It's very intense here in Vacaville right now. We'll see what they're going to do. I don't necessarily remember the PA saying if a field goal was allowed or not, but still looks like they're going to go for a field goal, as the kicker is out on the field and they're going to play it safe. No, they're not, as Newton is still up there, going to go for the kick. See what's going to happen here. So they're getting ready. And here we go. We got the field goal.
Costa's ready. Watch out for the fake if you would.
And it was going to be missed.
Left.
Wide left. And we'll see Wood is going to have 4 chances to take this game.
Ball at the 10. If you're Wood. If you're Wood, I mean, play like you've been playing all game. Run the ball. If I was Wood, I'd put in Jack. Run it right at the middle. Run it right at the middle.
I mean, it worked last time. Why not?
Here we go. Wood is now on offense. Napa on defense.
As the ball is going to be on the same side of the field. McFadden's out there, seeing what they're going to do. We'll see if Wilcie Wood can come away with the victory.
He's got that jumbo package in.
Wande's going to take it, hand it off to McFadden.
McFadden able to get up to about the 6.
About 5.
And that's a good call, I think, by Wilcie Wood, just to get a little bit more yards.
They ran up the middle on first down. You might want to watch out for the run out on the outside right here. Get some blockers ahead of them if you're Wande. Do a little QB power.
Here comes big Darian Jack, who was able to rumble into the end zone virtually untouched for the only point scored for Wilcie Wood. We'll see if he can do it again here in overtime.
Looks like just a straight bunch formation.
2nd and 5.
Trusting his blockers.
Ball is going to be handed off to Jack, who's trying to get more momentum. And the whistle is going to be blown. And
Looks like he picked up about a yard.
3rd and 4.
Now we'll see what Morales is going to do.
And
they're going to kick a field goal.
He's already going to kick a field goal.
Yep.
I mean, why not? I mean, I don't know. I mean, you got one down to play with.
Here we go. Austin
I'm surprised you don't just run one more play, see what happens.
Yep.
But now it's all up to Clark to win this game for the Wildcats.
We'll see if Austin Clark will be able to get this right up the uprights. Here it is, and it's going to be good. And that is a victory for Will C. Wood. Your final score is Wood 10, Napa 7. And there you have them all jumping for joy around Austin Clark. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. It was an excellent game on both defenses all around. Both of them were able to stop, especially Will C. Wood's defense that did not let Napa score since the first quarter in the first drive. Chris, what do you have to say?
I mean, great performance, great job from both teams. Either team should not hang their heads. Obviously, Wood coming out with the victory, but Napa, great game. Wood able to stop them from, I think, keeping from what they wanted to do. They had good success in that first quarter, drove down the field, but after that, it looked like they just weren't in rhythm the entire game, just kind of choppy with their play. But Wood able to find their groove after halftime, coming hot in the second half, and able to translate that on the defensive side as well as the offensive side, and able to win this game nonetheless.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score is Will C. Wood 10, Napa 7. I'm Josh Kinder, and for everyone here at Solano College Sports Network, we'll bid you a good night, and we'll see you next time.
I'm feeling like old school mixtape. That's all I need. I'm killing that low ride Sunday. That's all I need. Everybody say.